my God. Okay, I'm not crying, I promise. But these numbers, whoa. I don't think, listen, I was calling for 15, 20 later in the year here with SoundHound, and we have far succeeded. Listen, at this point, we are in squeeze zone. There is something else going on here with SoundHound. There's a lot of things mixed up here with SoundHound. You got DJT over here. Trump media is going crazy again. Trump's dropping just, word stuff right now that's affecting DJT, the market, everything, and the market's loving it. Today, once again, the stock market just went, I don't care about that bad news. We're going to run here, and that's what it did. Majority of stocks had a really good day. A majority. Sofi broke over $17 today. Huge. Sofi finally in that $17 range here. And literally, we were just talking about this last week. I was like, I said like it's going to 17, it's going to 18. I do believe that we are going to be in a $20 range here within 3 to 4 weeks by 2025 of January. $20 range here with SoFi. Don't kid yourself. I think that is happening. At least 19 and some change. I think that's coming. So with that, trying to stay on topic here with SoundHound in DJT here. Friends, it's Monday. I hope you're doing well. I really do mean that. A lot of news out today, and obviously everyone that is in Madison, I hope everything is okay there. Just awful. But let's talk about some stocks here. Try to talk about some positive stuff here. Today, for people that are still holding SoundHound, that are still right now, there's like a split down the middle here, obviously, with SoundHound. I think a lot of people, and we'll go right into SoundHound here because it's quite unbelievable situation right now, what's going on with SoundHound. So we have a huge combination right now with SoundHound, what's going on. You have FOMO, you have the aroma of just people wanting to get in early on, AI stocks going into the new year. And on top of that, too, you have SoundHound, who is just, capturing a lot of attention right now. I mean, they're just capturing a lot of attention. But also, too, you're seeing a huge push. You're seeing a squeeze now in SoundHound, and it's really leaving a lot of people to suspect, well, we're at 20. I think it's pretty safe to say we'll just round this up to 20. It's not going to take much more volume and buy-in at this point to see SoundHound reach a $20 position. It's probably going to happen here soon. Now, obviously, I'm going to eat crow here. I promise. Like, listen, I was saying that SoundHound was going, I called 15 pretty easy. I think that was pretty easy to see. I honestly thought SoundHound was going to have a sell-off here. I thought this stock would at least sell back down to around a $15 range. We're not getting sell-off right now. We're not getting sell-off. It's very interesting what's going on here with SoundHound, where we're just having a constant push right now with SoundHound. I mean, the stock is not backing down. Investors, and this is a situation right now where people are scared to sell positions. They're scared to not be a part of it. And this is what keeps driving the FOMO, keeps driving the price up. But also, too, I don't want to say, I'm not trying to say bad things about SoundHound because I'm drinking the juice here. I've been here with the company. But you have fundamental things that are fantastic with SoundHound. A company that is here in 2025, we're expected to double revenue, if not triple it. That could happen if they come out with some shocking deals here. That too, they've captured new deals. So, and these are things that have not even shown in their earnings here. Their earnings are getting better. Their debt to ratio price target is getting better. So this is, and the market cap is growing. So these are all things right now that are just in a big jar right now with SoundHound, and people are just like, well, it's continuing to go up. I guess I better just buy more. And that's why the price is really rising here. So, for me to say I expect a sell-off in SoundHound, well, sure, yeah, I expect a little bit of a pullback. The problem with this situation, people that pulled out 2 weeks ago, selling at $17, $16, thinking that was going to be the high there for a while, now you sold out maybe at 12, 13, 14, 15, and you're like, well, I kind of thought this would go back down. I think a lot of us thought that, but with SoundHound it has somewhat turned into a meme stock. And listen, I've said this, if you've heard me, talk here, my mouth, I've said multiple times, the FOMO will make you the most money. And that is what we're seeing right now. Meme stocks, there's nothing wrong with that. And people, when you say a meme stock and a stock that has FOMO around it, people get very offended. And I know where that comes from. It comes a lot from the AMC, GameStop movement. I get that. But, SoundHound here, it has a little bit of those things right now. But I think more than not, SoundHound is in this situation where people are just scared to not be a part of it with its growth at this point. And this is really what's driving up the price. But obviously, too, it's just making people a lot of money right now that have been in the stock just even 4 weeks ago when the stock was around $6 to $7 to $10. It was just days ago, weeks ago at this point where the stock was at that price. So, friends, I know people are going to say, what is it? What do you think it's going to sell down to? I don't know. I was expecting it to at least sell down to a $13, $14 position, 12 at the most, and hold that. I think a lot of us were thinking that. Now, that still very much could happen, but listen, SoundHound is in a very unique situation right now. And for SoundHound to really keep these numbers, if it does sustain this, let's just say $15 to $20 position, which is very possible, or it could just keep growing a little bit here. These next quarterlies to wrap up the year, they're going to have to really show something. And I think a lot of us think they will. They will show something. But, really, it's hard to really say what's going to happen here with this price action. And what the market's going to bring. The Feds will be talking this week. We got Wednesday, the 18th, where Jerome Powell will be talking about rate cuts, all that. And, I expect SoFi to have a really good week as long as we do rate cuts here. So, SoundHound, listen, either way, if you're in low with SoundHound, you think about where you want, if you're taking profit or you're just saying like, I'm keeping my position, I'm not letting anything go. It is totally understandable. And if people are going like, well, when should I buy in? Friends, it's hard to say right now. It's hard to say right now because I think a lot of us, like I just said, expecting SoundHound here to have a sell-off, to fall down a little bit to maybe even, $12, $11, $10, but we're just not seeing that at this point. We're not seeing that. And I've said this, if SoundHound captures one gigantic deal, if it just captures out of the blue one ginormous deal, it's game over. SoundHound's going to hold this position where it's at, and it's going to grow on top of that. SoundHound in just weeks here, just 3 weeks here, has surpassed SoFi in stock price. Unbelievable. And SoFi, company-wise, is doing a lot better when you talk about the fundamentals of the company. So obviously with SoundHound here, there's a lot. Listen, there's a lot of things. There's articles right now where they're very divisive, where they're saying, if you're buying into SoundHound, you're going to get burned. This is all FOMO. This is all hype. The company is not, making enough to sustain this price action. And there's truth in those comments too. But there's also a lot of truth too, where investors go like, hey, I'm an investor. I'm looking into the future. I'm looking into 2025 when SoundHound actually does start capturing bigger deals. When it starts to develop relationships maybe with other big AI companies. Nvidia that's already been a double investment here in 2024 that Nvidia has pumped into SoundHound here. So it's a very real situation where SoundHound is but one big deal away from something traumatic happening to the stock price, where the action it just continues to grow, and it holds that too. So don't kid yourself about that situation where SoundHound could really, really see more growth than what it is right now. So with that, I'm going to shut up about SoundHound. I know I've said that a million times already, but congratulations to people that have been in that stock. I mean, that is just unreal. I mean, it's just unreal growth in that, and it feels good. It just feels good that you did something right. When you do something, you let the money run and you let it go. And I think at this point, if you were, like I said, listen, this stock, here I go again. This stock 3 weeks ago was at $6. $6. I mean, do you I'm right here with you. I have it in multiple portfolios. We were buying this stuff at $4, $5, $6, $7 just weeks ago. So this is ludicrous. I mean, it's just ludicrous. But this is probably but just the taste of what is coming here in 2025 with SoundHound. I truly do believe that. A lot of AI stocks. I think we're about to see mass growth. This is probably going to be the best year here in 2025 that a lot of us have ever had in the market. I guarantee you that. If you write in your journal, right? If you have a journal, I don't really have a journal where I write down my feelings, but I have an investment journal where I write down what I'm doing, what I'm thinking, goals, and where I am. Just my mindset, and take a moment to write down what you think is going to happen, what you see progression wise, where you at, where you're at with your positions. It's kind of a healthy thing to do. I recommend it. I watch Tori's trading a lot. I'm a big fan of Tori. She does a lot of day trading, and she talks about journaling a lot with your investments, no matter what kind of investor you are. So that's kind of where I got that from. So here we go. DJT. Let's talk about DJT here, okay? Friends. So DJT here, we're almost at 40. Okay. When did I talk about this last? I talked about this last maybe 2-3 days ago, and I said it looks like people are getting in their positions. They're getting ready for what's coming here. And this is the very dangerous, slippery slope, like going between your fingers where you're going to lose track of this stock right now, because the stock is obviously trying to get to the highest position. Investors, we know what we're doing here. I know what's going on here. Investors are pushing the stock up because they don't want to get caught in what happened last time. Last time when Trump actually won here, we were getting caught in halts. I mean, this stock probably would have ran to around $60, $70 if halts. I mean, they were halting the stock multiple times in an hour. Okay. So with that, I think we're on to the same page here. And I don't, obviously we don't want them to hear what we're talking about here, but if we can get this stock up, say by, the second week of January here, we're talking like January 15th, 16th here before the inauguration. If this stock can get up to around a $60 range, and obviously we got a ways to go here, but there will obviously be a push the day, obviously the inauguration here is on January 20th. Markets close that day. It's Martin Luther King Day. So regardless, markets close. Okay. Well, before that, obviously market, that week prior, the market will be open. And then day after 21st, market will be open. So with that conversation, we expect the market to be booming, especially afterwards. Now, DJT here, Trump Media, can be a slow progression up with this stock until then, which I think it's happening. I think it's kind of hard to argue that it's not. There's going to be a massive pop in the stock. It's obvious there's going to be a massive pop in the stock. So, and I think this is good for people, because I've seen people comment like, I'm still stuck, buying the stock. I bought it at 41, 42, 45 before the election, because we had a big pop that week, and that's when they were halting us like crazy. I mean, they were just halting. So this is going to be an opportunity for you to get your money back, maybe later than sooner here. But two, with that, maybe make some profit on that, but don't get greedy. With that conversation too, and I don't want to go over that too much because I've talked about that so much. I know you're tired of hearing me talk about it. If you've been here, listen to me yap about it. But there will be squeeze in that situation. In that week prior and afterwards, there will be squeeze in DJT here. Now, too, with that, somebody brought up this to me, and I was like, I didn't even think about this. Here's a situation. Here's another play that I think will be big with this stock. March 7th, and I think these dates are right. I'm sure someone will tell me nicely if I'm not here, but on March 7th of 2025, we will have the State of the Union here. So Trump will have the State of the Union. Now, with that day, I don't know that that'll be like an inauguration day where the stock will run as crazy. But listen, anything to do with DJT here and Trump, it's going to do well, okay? Just today, Trump had a big day talking, saying a lot of positive things about what's coming, and that's no doubt was help pushing the stock today. But March 7th is going to be the State of the Union, so I expect that will be another good day for Trump Media here, DJT. Now, number-wise, I don't know what we're going to be at that point. I obviously I'm expecting mass sell-off compared to where we're going to be here in just a few weeks. Realistically, if the stock keeps moving like this, if we're capturing $1.50 within a 48-hour period, like we are kind of what it seems in a trading week, We could realistically see this stock by January 5th, somewhere in there, that coming week, to where this stock could be at a $45 range. It may be sooner than that. I mean, it's only December 16th here, but I'm kind of giving some grace to the market, having, the Feds are talking this week, so we never know what the Feds are going to do here. They may just annihilate the whole market. Now, but the market hasn't cared too, so there's that play as well. With that conversation, with the push here in January, there will be sell-off on that. So, if you're in profit, for God's sakes, take profit. Don't get greedy. Just take profit, walk away, be happy, close your computer, turn your phone off, take profit. And that night when you calm down, your blood, slows down, your heart stops pumping as fast as it is because of the adrenaline, you'll be happy. Okay, I promise you'll be happy, and you'll say, thank God I took profit, because don't kid yourself. Don't be naive to the situation of like, it's going to keep going. There will be sell-off. There will be sell-off. Now, what that sell-off looks like, we'll have to stay tuned to see here. But, friends, listen, it's only Monday. I'm very excited about what's going on here in the market. This is wild. This is wild. It's just absolutely wild what's going on here in this market. Palantir set to join the NASDAQ 100 here very soon, which Palantir will be at an $80 range, $90 range here sooner than later. That's coming. We can't stop that. We're just going to see what happens here with SoundHound. Congratulations, everybody. I mean, this is amazing. Even if you were buying DJT, just a few weeks ago, I mean, you're in profit range at the zone, and I don't know that you're going to lose your profit zone too much here. There was obviously a wall at DJT around $30 and below where it was just not wanting to break that. So even if we do see sell-off in DJT here, I think it's going to be very difficult to see this thing fall below $30, $35. There's a strong wall right there, especially right now with what we've seen. I think if this stock DJT even falls to $35 at this point, which it could, obviously it's not that big of a deal, you're going to see a lot of buy-in. I think that's going to be a huge buy-in opportunity because people see what's coming here. There's about to be a massive play in that stock. A massive play. Now, obviously, for the person in here writing me terrible things, saying that I'm leading people astray in DJT, and they're not making money, their profit zone's terrible. Listen, we're talking about plays here. I'm not in here talking about Trump media's, earnings and stuff like that in the future of the company. That conversation will come later. This is strictly, there's a big play for you to make a lot of money here in just weeks. And then after that, reset the sell-off, and there will be another play in March, okay? That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about fundamentals of companies. So you either see that, you like that, and I get that play's not for everyone. I get that conversation. So if it's not, that's totally fine. But there will be profit opportunity here really soon, and a lot of you already are in profit zone. I know a lot of us have been here together talking about the stock all year. Like this isn't our first rodeo with the stock. We've been here most of the year making big plays on the stock, making a lot of money on the stock. This stock's going to do a doozy on your taxes here this year, but it's money back in the market, and it's opportunity that a lot of people took and did well with. So friends, congratulations. It's only Monday. Wow. We'll talk soon. Bye-bye. Take care.